Who was this once famous singer who was kicked out of the music industry and became a bus driver? More than 50 years later, she's back in the charts after being featured in 2 songs on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter.
Genres are a funny little concept, aren't they?
But who is she, and why did she disappear from country music? Linda Martell is one of the first Black country singers who found commercial success after releasing her 1970 album Color Me Country. But it was her first and last because she was pushed out of the spotlight by racist country music gatekeepers. Martell grew up in South Carolina during segregation and sang gospel at her Baptist church. In the late 50s and 60s, she performed R&B in a trio called the Anglos with her sister and cousin. After the band broke up, she sang in clubs until music manager William Duke Rayner discovered her and introduced her to record producer Shelby Singleton Jr., who worked with Plantation Records. That's when Singleton encouraged her to switch genres and sing country music. Even though Black artists were pioneers of the genre, they didn't have an entryway into that space in the 60s. Martell signed a 1-year record deal with Singleton and fell in love with singing country music. She told the Rolling Stone in 2020, "Country music tells a story. When you choose a song and you can feel it, that's what made me feel great about what I was singing." In 1970, she released her album Color Me Country, which reached number 40 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart, with her single Color Him Father hitting number 22 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. She was the first Black woman solo artist to perform at the Grand Ole Opry, but despite all her success, she faced an onslaught of racism from audience members at her shows. One promoter even canceled her show when he saw she was Black. The abuse came from her own label too. When Singleton started to focus on another country singer, Jeannie C. Riley, instead of Martell, she left the label. And when she started recording at another label, he reportedly threatened to sue them. She told the Rolling Stone, "He blackballed me. You heard the term? Well, he did that. So no one else would record me. It ruined my reputation in country music." Shelby had a lot of power during that time. After being pushed out of country music, Martell worked many different jobs, like singing on a cruise ship, opening a record shop in the Bronx, driving a school bus in South Carolina, and teaching kids with learning disabilities. Beyoncé said Cowboy Carter was born out of an experience that she had years ago where she did not feel welcomed. So Martell's presence on the album makes perfect sense, bringing recognition to her influence on country music and the struggles of many other Black country artists.